Hello, ARBC families. Today in our daily devotional, I want to touch in a subject that we can all relate probably at some point or another. And that is, are we distracted when God is calling our name? And if we are, how to bring back our attention to listen God's voice when needed. Um, I'm telling you this because I learned it and I was reminded about it just a few days ago as we were putting our kids to sleep with my husband. We are actually reading to them the Bible, reading them a daily devotional about how much God loves them, when all of a sudden one of my kids starts just moving around, playing with the pillows, checking the blanket, everything that you can possibly think except for listening and paying attention. And we actually kind of reroute the conversation and we start telling them about how God loves us so much, but sometimes we are so distracted by so many things around us. In this case, we say video games, we said the TV, but for grown-ups can be phones or, just live news, anything that we forget to hear from God's voice. And it reminded me that it's important to pay attention and to listen. I want to read from a verse that reminds me how to come back to God's presence and to listen to his voice. This is from 1 Samuel 3, and I'm going to read from 8 to 10. And it says, a third time the Lord called, Samuel. And Samuel got up and went to Eli and said, here I am, you call me. Then Eli realized that the Lord was calling the boy. So Eli told Samuel, go and lay down, and if he calls you, say, speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. So Samuel went and lay down in his place. The Lord came and stood there, calling as the other times, Samuel, Samuel. Then Samuel said, speak, for your servant is listening. How beautiful it is to pay attention to God's voice when he's calling us. And I like that because it reminds me that God even calls us by name. God was calling Samuel, Samuel, in a clear voice. And he likes to call you. He likes to call me, but it depends on us. How much attention are we paying to the voice? Has it come across to you? It has come across to me that sometimes we're like, God, what are you going to talk to me? When are you going to speak to me? When he's actually probably have been doing it. The only thing that we have to do is come back to his presence, listening to what he has to say, and start praying and just tell him, here I am, Lord. I want to listen to your voice. Let's go back and refresh in our conversations with God and see up until what point we have stopped from listening because we're being distracted, and how we can come back to his presence. Dear church, this year that we're about to start, I will be praying that together we can find joy in God's presence and we can hear his voice calling our name and doing his work, because we are special for him and because we're attentive to his voice. Until next time, bye-bye, church.